Welcome back to Amerigo. As you'll remember from episode 1, high winds and seas deterred us from our original destination of the Azores. Ben made the decision to change course for the islands of Madeira. Led by Ben, the crew took it in stride, knowing that landfall would be pushed out several more days. What's a few more days when you're doing what you love? As we drew closer to Madeira, we saw an increase in cargo ships as well as birds, which we hadn't seen for a while. The crew was in the zone and went about its business, standing our watches, napping, reading, and eating.
Other sea monster stories?
Land ho! The lights of Madeira were visible on my watch. We steadily drew closer to the islands. By my 0400 watch, we had made steady progress as we approached the southern part of Madeira.
Yeah, but no. Alright, man.
The early morning light grew, and the island took shape as we sailed on. Courtney joined me on deck as we welcomed the sunrise and the smell of land.
You shot.
Courtney went forward and raised the yellow quarantine flag to signal other boats that we hadn't checked in and cleared customs and immigration.
Crew are perfect as usual.
Okay, great. We can walk over and grab your lights if you want.
Okay, that would be great. I'm just going to turn around now, do a 360 to tie on the final lines, because I was just having an eyeball in here to see the fuel stock that's not on the starboard side. So we'll do it. We'll go around, then we'll come back in. That'd be great for the help.
No, but you're going to be, your fenders are on the port side. It's going to be a port side tie-up, that's right.
Yeah, I copied that, the port side tie-up, but I was expecting the fuel dock to be on the starboard side, that was all. But yeah, so I come in, it's really tight left, yeah, by the concrete wall, yeah.
Ben had me bring Amerigo around for one more 360 as we sorted out our approach. The approach into the marina was a tight one, but behind the seawall. As we approached, we would make a hard left 90-degree turn and tie up onto the concrete fuel dock on our port side. Northern Light was already in and talked us through it on the radio. Safe and snug on the fuel dock, we topped off and moved Amerigo to our slip. Courtney checks out some whale bones propped against the wall.
It's fresh. Give me a look.
We're not done yet. Safe in her slip, we tend to Amerigo and give her a good scrubbing in appreciation for her bringing us safely across the Atlantic. All right, folks, Andrew here. We got into Madeira early this morning, and after doing a bunch of boat chores, hosing off and scrubbing down everything on deck, get all the salt off, people are taking a little siesta, and we're going to get together at 4:30 and head over to Funchal and get some dinner. Okay, just a little technical difficulty there, but just enjoying a couple of beers, and they have some coral stout. It's pretty good. And here at the marina on Madeira, and a large seawall over there to my left, and then over there that red boat on the left, the big one is Northern Lights, and we are past it a couple of boats down. But anyway, just wanted to check in with everybody and give you a little look at where we are. Beautiful little town here. Little apartments built into this volcanic cliffside, and it's pretty sweet. But anyway, thanks, and I'll talk to you later. That afternoon, the combined crews headed into Funchal, the capital of Madeira. We did a little sightseeing, saw a statue to native-born footballer Cristiano Ronaldo, and stopped and had a beer along the waterfront. Later, we walked around some more. There was a festival of flowers going on with folks dressed in traditional clothing and celebrating. It was a lot of fun. Ben, Vicky, and Lexi sampling the Madeiran port wine. We got some dinner, and the taste of paella and seafood stews were almost more than I could handle. I'm sure the crew was happy to not be eating my cooking. At the end of dinner, Vicky surprised Ben with some balloons for his birthday.
Our potatoes, some of the potatoes. Usually well organized, but the potatoes are sold out. The next leg, get yourself.
We got up the next morning and rented some cars to drive around and explore the island. Madeira is beautiful, mountainous, and rugged. It's very steep, but they also have invested in creating a network of tunnels that puts all areas of the island within short reach of everyone. Speaking of steep and rugged, Maria Simonetti, a friend of mine, told me she once competed in a triathlon in Madeira. She said it was quite the challenge. We continued exploring, had lunch, and drove some more. In the afternoon, we found a little mountainside cantina that had excellent Wi-Fi. This was great because my daughter Maya was graduating from Mount Holyoke College, and I was looking for a place to watch it. When Ben first approached me about this trip, I was initially thinking the answer was no because I would miss the graduation. However, Maya said, "Dad, graduations are boring. You should go on the sail." I love her so much, and I'm so proud of her. The crews were very accommodating. It only took a few rounds of free beer to convince them to stay while I live streamed the graduation. Congratulations, Maya. After the graduation, we continued our exploration of the island, ascending into a cloud forest before descending into the capital, Funchal. Of course, we found ourselves sampling more Madeiran wine in Cerveza, followed by a great dinner. From there, we sought out the local nightlife for some good times, making some friends along the way. You could say we put the fun in Funchal.
Before we cast off.
We all took the next day off to rest up before preparing Amerigo to cast off and begin our voyage with Northern Light to our next port of call, Gibraltar.
It'll be a slammy first 20 hours or so.
All right, folks, leaving Madeira, and behind us is the last lighthouse. As we depart, you'll see it up there on the little wave, just right up there. So anyway, looking forward to the next leg. Madeira was a great place, and we really enjoyed all of the hospitality of the Madeirans showed to us, and we definitely want to come back. On our next episode, the crew of Amerigo encounters dolphins, the Moroccan fishing fleet, shipping vessels, and the brilliant Spanish coastline. All as we sail from Madeira to Gibraltar and then on to Palma de Mallorca.